All right, after rain delay number 2, we're just about ready to get back at it with the Owen Sound selects in the field. They've got 2 out against the Delisle, Saskatchewan Pride. We're going to resume here with Ryan Bicknell coming up to bat in the top of the 5th. The score is Delisle Pride 4, Owen Sound 3. The winner of this advances to the championship final at a time to be determined. And the loser will be the bronze medalists. Riley Mannion still pitching for Owen Sound after that delay.
And what an unbelievable job again by the grounds crew, Adam.
Now batting.
Loads of rain came through for the second time.
The center fielder.
They had the blowers, the rakes, the quick dry, everything out to get this diamond back into tip-top shape. And back to fast pitch softball we go. As you said, Bicknell up with 2 outs. On top of the 5th. Rolls over that to second baseman James Martell and on to first for the 3rd out of the top half of the 5th.
So that ends that half inning. We'll be back with the bottom of the 5th shortly with Owen Sound having Dallas Kipfer, Clay Dolbear, and Mac Mulvey coming to bat. So we're back here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Owen Sound coming to bat, trailing 4-3. Dallas Kipfer, the center fielder, at the plate. He flew out to right in his last at-bat. He rips one foul, just about hitting Coach Jamie Simpson in the process. Caden Schmott still with the ball for Saskatchewan. As I said at the top of the inning, when the brief restart for this game, the final will be featuring the Tavistock Merchants against the winner of this game. The loser gets the bronze. The timing of that final is going to be really dependent on the length of this game, the weather, and the decisions by the Softball Canada officials as to when we'll get started.
Kipfer swings and misses at a rise ball, strike 2. We couldn't have asked for a better 5 days, Adam, of weather. As we said, maybe a 3 to 5 minute rain delay, and Kipfer goes down on strikes.
Yeah, it was a bit unfortunate on Championship Sunday. We've had to deal with these issues, but as we've mentioned a few times, we'll mention it again. Jeff Latham, Brian Armstrong, Terry Boyd, and the rest of the volunteer grounds crew have done an unbelievable job.
Number 34, Clay Dolbear.
These guys doing the work. They're not city employees. They're volunteers on the committee that just want to help make this dream a reality.
Dolbear skies that one foul behind down the first baseline here. Not sure if it hit a fan or not.
So Clay Dolbear at bat. He walked in the first and scored on Mac Mulvey's 2-run shot, and he struck out in the second.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swinging strike, but the pitch called illegal, so it actually moves the count to 1-1. 1-1 count to Delisle. Change up pulled foul down the third baseline. That one's ripped, but foul.
Not by much, but it's essentially just a long strike.
Delisle did a good job sitting back on that changeup, but needed to straighten it out a bit. You see what happens here. 1-2 pitch on the way. Hammered up the middle and past a diving Will Major to get things started in the bottom half for the Selects.
So Mac Mulvey comes to bat. He homered. 2-run shot in the first. Struck out in the third.
Mac Mulvey.
He'll be doing his best to change the score, I'm sure, here with 1 out and the Selects down by 1 run in the bottom of the 5th.
As you say, Mac's certainly able to change the score with 1 swing, and if he's able to here, would put the Selects up by a run. Down in the dirt for ball 1. See if Delisle's on the move here or not. Clark has thrown out a number of runners this tournament.
There are clouds moving in, and the breeze is getting cooler. I hope we don't get another dump of rain, Ryan.
That's in there for a strike. 2-1 count. And I have to second that statement, Adam. Try and get this game in and get our championship final in as well. Mulvey works a walk. So the Selects in business with 1 out. Runners on first and second, and Wade Kiwagishig at the dish.
Baseman, number 7, Wade Kiwagishig.
First pitch swinging. Schmatz is up 0-1 in the count. That one's up and away. Clark sails that one. And Delisle will come in to score as Clark throws it over the third baseman, Max Major, into left field, backed up by Oakley Durham. But Delisle able to come in and score the 4th run of the game for the Selects.
I imagine a wet ball might have been a factor in that. So that ties the game, Ryan, at 4 apiece. With Kiwagishig looking to maybe extend that lead, or to take a lead, sorry, for the Owen Sound Selects.
Mulvey standing on second for him. Another big cut. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leans, fires. And Wade spoils that one. Foul down the left side. Another 1-2 pitch on the way. The changeup. They're going to appeal. Able to check his swing for ball 2. Two-two pitch. Fouled off by Kiwagishig. Stays alive. Schmutz gets the sign, rocks, fires. That one is skied down the right side into foul territory.
Not far from the maintenance shed where our crack staff of groundskeepers keep all their items.
Two-two pitch on the way again. Kiwagishig looking to win this battle. Schmutz doing the same. Spoils that changeup down the right side. Good battle here between the Pride pitcher and the first baseman for the Selects. So 4-4 the score. 2-2 pitch on the way again. Misses away for ball 3.
This time sitting idle in the dugouts has to be tough on the pitchers, Ryan. You get warmed up, you get cold, you get warmed up, you get cold.
Yes, and here's to hoping they don't have to do it again. It rings him up for strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 away.
That's Schmutz's second strikeout. That brings up Brady Hogue. Hogue's 1 for 2.
Now batting,
Singled in the first and struck out in the third.
number 25, Brady Hogue.
When Brady singled in the first, that would be about 3.5 hours ago, Ryan.
That's true, it was. Rolls over on that one. Will Major able to make the play onto Kuzminka for the third out of the inning.
So the Selects scored a run. They had 1 hit and an error that allowed Clay Dolbear to score. We're now tied 4-4 and will be going into the top of the 6th.
Left on base. After 5.
So we're back here in Carp, Ontario at the Under-23 Men's Softball Canada Men's National Championship.
Delisle, full protection Pride.
Had 2 rain delays.
Top of the 6th inning.
We started this game about 4 hours ago.
Number 9.
We're in the top of the 6th.
Jordan
There's a little more precipitation here, but definitely not something that's going to slow us down at this point. So Jordan Perrin's at bat. He had a solo shot in the fourth that put up the fourth run for Delisle. So we're looking here at some difficult playing conditions with players getting warm, then cold, then warm, then cold, and wet softballs, but playing through it as we're at the semi-final here, the winner advancing to the final against Tavistock.
It's a ball down. Just looking at the radar, Adam, and we might have a little bit of rain and then maybe a 20-minute window, at most half an hour before another little cell decides to pass through carp.
Well, let's hope at a minimum we can get this one in. Perrin hit by a pitch.
Mannion trying to come up and in. Perrin gives him a little look, maybe says something. Mannion says, hey, there's no way he's meaning to hit you right now.
Chris Carroll delivering a message to each bench here. For those of you that might be interested in other levels of male fast pitch softball, the latest report I have from Wilmot in the championship game there, the Napanee Express lead the Wilmot Thunder 8-0 in the final. Thankfully, some good weather in Wilmot for that game.
The rain gets a little heavier here, Adam, as people start to try and take cover. We close up some windows and try to keep the equipment dry.
I also have a report from the under-20 men's national championship in Napanee. The host Napanee Express falling in that game 8-3 to the Tavistock Athletics, who take the U20 men's crown. Napanee earning silver in that, and Hagersville with the bronze.
So just covering up our cameras, that view that you have will be a little hazy, is the word I'm going to go with, Adam.
It's hazy, all right, yeah. But we have other cameras we can use, Ryan, that we'll switch to once the professionals are here in the shack. So Dylan Quinlog comes up. Quinlog struck out twice in his two previous at-bats. Jordan Perrin's on first. There's nobody out in this tie game, 4-4 in the top of the sixth.
Riley Mannion trying to find the zone and find a grip on the ball here. He misses up in the zone with that one. Wants another ball. For those who are unaware, the pitchers do get to use what's called gorilla grip. You see Riley Mannion going to that gorilla grip in his back right pocket. Just a little stickum that helps him get a better grip on the ball. Totally legal. And universally used across the fast pitch world. That one's skied in behind us here. So Perrin's still on first after being hit by a pitch to lead things off. Quinlog at the dish. As the rain comes down. Quinlog looks at strike three. We're one out.
Got Will Major now coming to bat. Major's 1 for 3, but that one that he got was a home run in the top of the third.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 7, Will Major.
As Riley Mannion starts him out with a strike. Swing and a miss. That being said, we talk about the pitcher's looking to get a grip on the ball. The batters need to do the same as well as the rain. I don't want to say subsides, Adam, but slows down a little bit.
We can only hope.
Major not able to check his swing. Strike two. The 0-2 pitch on the way from Mannion. Catches Major. We're looking at strike three on the outside corner.
That's Mannion's 10th strikeout of the game and second of the inning.
Number 20, Troy Kuzminka.
Brings Troy Kuzminka to the plate, who's walked, struck out, and hit a no-doubt home run in the first inning to kick things off for the Pride. As you said, Adam, I feel like that was roughly 4 hours ago now at this point.
Yep.
Changeup really misses high in the zone.
Really got to give credit to these teams powering through in what could be charitably described as suboptimal conditions. But I'm sure their desire to win the gold medal trumps any discomfort they may have.
1-1 pitch on the way. Another one fouled off. Takes a big hop off Juanita Street and into the backyard of our neighbors here across the road. So Kuzminka faces a 1-2 count with Jordan Perrin still on first and 2 away. Misses down and in for ball 2. Top of the 6th. Riley Mannion looks in, gets the sign, fires the 2-2 pitch. Misses way wide. Pushes the count to 3-2. Home plate umpire Chris Carroll having a conversation.
Any foul balls, please return them to the ball chute behind home plate at diamond number 1. Please return all those foul balls.
Just to give a little coverage on what's actually happening here, we've had to bring a bunch of brand new balls into the game. And those brand new balls just aren't quite as sticky as ones that have been in play for a while. I see the umpiring team that is not on the diamond trying to gum up and work the new balls in. Get them a bit sticky and grippier for the pitchers as we try to power through this rain that's coming down, Adam.
Yeah, these are the kind of conditions, Ryan, that if West Carleton Electric were playing the Manotick Brewers on a Wednesday night, I think we would
might call it a day.
We might call it a day, but we're going to try and power through here because it is a national championship.
Kuzminka fouls that one off his leg. Not to diminish the importance of a game between the West Carleton Electric and the Manotick Brewers, but
your point's well taken. Kuzminka just feeling the effects of that foul ball off his shin or foot.
Had a quick chat with Troy. I think, I don't know, I think it was after coming back from the first rain delay, and he seemed to intimate that Mom's anniversary present might have been lost by a certain courier. So we're not sure when that one's going to arrive, Mom, but I'm sure it's on the way.
So we got 2 out. 1 man on second base. Tie ball game, 4-4.
2-2 pitch on the way. 3-2 pitch. Misses outside because Minka ball 4. And on that wild pitch, Jordan Perrin advances to third.
The shortstop, number 19, Frank Weeb.
Chris Carroll just going to have a conversation with one of the chief umpires here. So maybe tough to see on the cameras because of the plastic bag we had to put on to cover things up, but tough to grip the ball, and enough rain has come down and still coming down that we're going to see our third rain delay of this game, Adam.
It's unfortunate, but just for safety purposes, you got Riley Mannion throwing a ball in there 74 miles an hour. You want him to have control of that ball. So unfortunately, we're going to be in rain delay number 3. Check Twitter and Facebook for updates as to when we might be coming back to play some more games.
We will have to cancel this live stream, and as Adam said, we will put an announcement on once we come back. There is absolutely no way that we can talk about anything meaningful for that long, Adam. So we'll let you know when we're back on the air and back on the diamond.